Hi, everyone, and welcome to another segment of Coffee with Father James. I mentioned last week that I was drinking from a Gary Larson mug, which evidently I'm not today. It's because I'm not at the parish office. In fact, I'm in a studio, as you can see. And being here today gives me an opportunity to make a bit of a confession to you. See, I've got a little bit of a secret that I need to let you in on. That is this, that as your pastor, as pastor of Our Lady of Guadalupe, I actually have another job. I've been moonlighting for this other organization for quite a while, and I'm still kind of doing it a little bit. The organization is a ministry that I and a few others founded a number of years ago. The ministry is called Divine Renovation, and it's been a big part of my life. A number of years ago, I wrote a book on parish renewal and parish life, and as a result of the response to the book, we started a ministry to help churches literally all over the world, and we do work with churches all around the world. We've grown our staff and our team, and it's just been a pleasure to work with this team. So now that I'm back in the parish, don't worry, it's my full job, and you're getting more than full-time hours. Don't worry about that. But I actually give probably close to about one day a week to this ministry. I come down to the studio. I do a lot of online things, webinars. Actually, today before the shot, I spoke to 180 Italian church leaders, which was wonderful, considering I don't speak much Italian. But it's a part of my life in ministry. It always has been, and it's going to continue to be so. Now, I don't want you to be concerned because, as I said, you're going to get your money's worth from me. And in addition to it, there's a benefit to us. Some of you have wondered, how is Father James making these videos? Where did we all of a sudden get this talent? Well, the truth is that these videos are made, they're shot and edited by the Divine Renovation production team at zero cost to the parish. So it's a bit of a win-win that we get access to studio and to production equipment and expertise really at no cost, no cost to the parish. The other thing, and some of you have already had a chance to meet her, is my personal assistant, Anne-Marie Syme, is a staff member for Divine Renovation Ministry. She works there full time, and she manages a lot of my schedule and other things. And she basically is going to be giving 25% of her time to Our Lady of Guadalupe Parish. And guess what? That salary is being paid for by Divine Renovation Ministry. So she is amazing, and the work that she does with me enables me to be a lot more effective and efficient, and she's so much nicer than me as well. I mean, she's just wonderful, and she's incredibly organized, and if you haven't had a chance to encounter her yet, I'm sure that you will in the coming days, weeks, and months. So I'm sharing this with you just because it's a part of who I am, it's a part of my life, and I think it's going to be a real blessing, a real win-win, and that's why I'm coming to you today from the studio. Aside from that, I made a few comments last week about several items, one of which was the news, to some of you, big news perhaps, about the wall, the famous or infamous wall. And, you know, as Pink Floyd said, all in all, it's just another brick in the wall. But that's our problem, is that the bricks, these ancient bricks, 100-year-old bricks, are starting to fall out of the wall, as well as we've got these oak trees. I mentioned last week that we had an engineering company do a study. The building committee has been on this for quite some time. We did get the early quotes, the first quotes back. I remember I said that the low quote was 300,000, the high quote 500,000. Yes, I know. Last week, I met with the representative, the councillor for the city, and we had a very good conversation, and we made a case to please allow us to do a short-term workaround. And he was very supportive and said that I'm sure that this will be okay. So we haven't finalized it yet, but we're hoping to do a short-term workaround, which will involve taking down the two oak trees that are coming down onto Maple Street. I mean, If they keep going, it won't be called Maple Street anymore. It'll be called Oak Street. And it'll all be our fault. So those oak trees have to come down, and the bulge in the wall is going to be fixed. And we're hoping we can get that done for about $20,000. Doesn't that sound way better than $500,000 or $300,000? So please pray for that the city will be okay with the workaround. The condition is this, that within the next year or so, we're going to have a plan for what's going to happen with the parish. And that's the challenge, isn't it? We've got to get a plan together. The other thing I mentioned last week is we're hoping to get the office set up. And I want to finish with telling you about this. My goal in the next week or so, we've been doing some work already, is to really give a makeover to the parish office on Maple Street, which once was the St. Peter's Parish Office, and now is going to become the Our Lady of Guadalupe Parish Office. Same place, perhaps same people, but a lot of things are going to be a bit different. We're trying to clean it up. We took up the carpets, which I think were probably over 30 years old. There really were some health issues with those carpets. Cleaning the place up, making the place COVID-19 ready with a reception area, with a screen. We're looking at the internet, the telephone systems, painting the outside, just making it much more welcoming and ready to accept volunteers, because we really need a solid base of operations to tackle all the other things that we have in front of us. And I'm hoping that this time next week, when I put out this video, I'll be able to extend an invitation to you to offer to support us and to offer some of your time to help. In the meantime, thanks for your patience. Some people have said, well, we've called the office. No one's even answering the phones. I know. That's the problem. We don't even have a receptionist. We don't have a real parish office. Sherry, who was the receptionist, is now up to her ears working on the financial documents, trying to bring together the stuff from 4 parishes. So yeah, I know it's a bit disorganized. So please be patient. Please be patient. Please pray for us. And I hope that when we have coffee next week, we'll have some really good news to share with you. God bless everyone. Have a wonderful week. Take care.